Today I want to talk a little bit more about this entire Mortal Kombat Invasions game mode. I wanted to let it sit overnight and you guys can help me state some things about it with the comment section. And I kind of just let it marinate there. I do partake in some chefery from time to time. And now I have a lot more to say about it. So in this image, after people pointed it out to me, it does actually seem that this is Scorpion. Here's Scorpion right here for reference if you need to, cross-reference that, I guess. And at first I didn't really understand why people were saying that this is like a Mario game mode, but now I understand. So when you look at this, it's very, very similar to the normal Super Mario games when you're in the hub to access all the missions, like these little nodes or these little icons that you can enter to get into an actual level. People have been drawing comparisons to that, as well as the Super Smash Bros. Game mode, which I can't remember what it's called. Let's go by these comments, because I think somebody said it. World of Light, there it is. So the World of Light mode in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. People are saying that this looks a lot like that as well. For those unfamiliar, I will have an image on screen, but it is very interesting to think about that. Since we know that this is actually replacing the crypt, I would have to assume that these missions are, they have to be linear in some capacity, because otherwise they would just do this open world conquest experience. So I'm guessing that these missions are going to be very similar to the actual MK11 crypt, where it is an open area for you to explore and do these mini games, as well as opening up chests and unlocking different things. That is what this strikes me as. It's going to be kind of open world, open zone, but only when you get into the actual missions themselves. Very similar to Mario games where you do have a hub world where you access all of the levels, but once you get into that level, you kind of are free to explore. Not like the 2D side-scrolling Marios, but more so like Mario 64 or Mario Odyssey. So when you put it like that, it is actually very interesting, especially for a setting like Mortal Kombat. So I am intrigued to see how they actually tackle this in this type of format. And also, people did point this out to me as well, but it says facing each season's invasions. And people had mixed opinions on this, on what this actually meant. Some people were saying that it just means the realms. Travel the realms, not seasons. So that's true, but other people also had the take that it's going to be updated regularly and is going to have seasonal content. I'm not sure what I necessarily prefer, because I do want this to be like an offline mode that also has an online part to it as well, because I do want something in this game that is like Konquest, where you can explore the realms and you can unlock things, etc. Because the crypt should never be an online game mode, that should never be a thing. I also really like this comment here, just imagining it like a challenge tower, except it's seasonal for rewards, but instead of going up a tower, you just move along levels like in Mario. It's not open world like Konquest. I like this. And yeah, I do like this as well, this idea where it's kind of like the Towers of Time, where you're basically just playing the towers, but every new tower has different things to unlock and a different reason to play it. So in this game mode, it seems that maybe they'll drop new content, new patches, and new levels to explore where there's different things in those levels to unlock. So again, if this is like the MK11 crypt in each level, like I was saying, then in each level, it might be randomized what content is in there. And over time, they will add more levels to this game mode. Again, I think that can also hurt it though, where this isn't an actual offline experience like I think it should be. So it's kind of a mixed bag, right? But the whole season aspect of this, where it might actually be updated, is a good thing, I think, ultimately in the grand scheme of things, as long as there is offline content as well. Because if this is only a seasonal update thing, then when this game dies and they stop supporting it, you simply can't play Konquest anymore, basically, or whatever this is going to be. And that would really suck, right? But as of right now, it does seem interesting. It does seem like something that, if this gets consistent updates, you can just be like a Mortal Kombat Invasions YouTuber, just doing active gameplay and active updates on this game mode. And I think that's cool, and I think within itself, that is a good thing to add to this game. Here's another comment here. I hope this isn't like World of Light mode in Mario. I thought World of Light was Smash Bros, but anyway, I don't know. I've never played World of Light. But as massive as everything looks in this game, this would be extremely disappointing to not be able to walk through the realms like Shaolin monks. See, I do agree with this take to an extent where I would want everything to be open world and free to explore, but it does make more sense to have these more linear, more closed-ended levels. They are an open space that you can explore freely, but it isn't endless. It's not going to be like Grand Theft Auto or something like that. But I do think that them limiting themselves to something like that can ultimately be better in the long run, because like these modes can be more confined, can be more digestible, and each level can be like easier to explore and understand opposed to an open world experience. Especially since an open world experience in this game would take away from everything else greatly, because we all know how crazy that would be to pull off in new graphics and in the modern day. So something like this I think is a lot more feasible to them and to us. But let's see what else. Yeah, people are pointing out that this is the back of the case, which of course that was the whole point, right? But I think that this isn't the final case. That would not make sense to me, because like these images are all things that we've had for a long time, except for this one in the middle. So I don't think that this is the final case. But somebody did also point out that this image with Smoke, Sub-Zero, and Scorpion, which is from the Lin Kuei trailer, is actually different here. Yeah, here. So if you do a side-by-side comparison of the Smoke, Sub-Zero, Scorpion scene from the trailer and the image from the cover, you can spot a few differences. So that's also very interesting. I wonder if like the Invasions game mode and what you unlock in the Invasions game mode can directly change the actual cinematic story of the game. I don't know exactly, but I think that the customization aspect of this game
is a lot bigger
than we're anticipating, right? If they can't pull off like a full Deception style Conquest mode, I think that this is a good compromise. But I'm not done just yet. So on the Thinny's tweet, somebody quote tweeted it with this and said, okay, hear me out. What if the invasion mode, we have to create our own character, okay, who turns out to be that mystery slot in the roster? So for those that are unaware, as of right now, we only have one singular slot on the roster where we are like completely in the dark. We have no idea what it's gonna be, so this could be a thing. Who knows? It could be a create a character slot, we'll see. Our custom character is also part of cameo and story mode. Ed did circle this character and said, who's this? He did do that. And this character here is random. Again, this could be completely wrong, and this could be like Havoc or Shujinko or some actual character in the story mode. But now that we have the insight of the Invasions game mode, this does seem kind of likely. This could be a character that you create, or just a character that is like a normal monk that's random, that actually is tied to the Invasions game mode. So like your progress in Invasions directly correlates with the progression of the story, or how events take place within the story. Now this is all speculation of course, but I do not think that it's off the table just yet. So do keep this in mind. Shout out to LMCU for this tweet. I want to see what else the Thinny was saying here. I think somebody pointed out other stuff. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but people are saying a lot that this is very similar to World of Light. Again, I've never played this game mode. I have played Smash, but I've never played this. For those that have played this, let me know in the comments if this is a good thing or a bad thing, because I don't even know what this game mode has in store, like what it has to offer. So let me know if this is a good compromise for a Conquest mode in Mortal Kombat 1. Here's another comment saying, I hope even if it is Conquest mode, they are going to at least try to balance the grinding system in the game for rewards. In MK11, I spent 3 years trying to get Maskless Scarlet. Gosh, I cannot say Maskless? Gosh, that is hard for me to say. But anyway, this is very true. Between the Towers of Time and the Crypt mode in MK11, I think that this can maybe remedy some of that grinding time and some of that, just maybe that that grind that wasn't very pleasant to do. So at that same token, this can be something that people like me who love Conquest mode, you know, my favorite character in the entire series is Shujinko because of my experiences in the Deception Conquest. So like if this can be something that is a good remedy to unlocking things in the game, but also is a valuable game mode to people who love Conquest, then that's a win-win in my book. For sure, right? Like I think that this is a huge change that will in the end be a good thing. I think there might have been more I wanted to say here, but I kind of forgot. You know me, but I mean, that's okay. Ultimately, what I wanted to say, right, is that this does look like Mario. It does look like World of Light. I'm guessing that the actual individual levels are going to be like Mario 64, Mario Odyssey, maybe the MK11 Crypt, kind of a mix of all of that. So I am pretty happy with this, I really am. It is going to be a single player experience, and it could be actively updated with seasons, so we'll have to see what this has in store for us. And if there's anything you guys want me to talk about specific to this game mode and this kind of stuff, then do let me know, because I will go ahead and do that. Just drop it in the comments below, and let me know your guys' thoughts overall in the comments. I appreciate you guys for watching, and ladies, gentlemen, and MB beauties, make sure you all stay safe, stay hydrated, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.